What is up, everybody? I'm back with another video, man. Today we're gonna react to POOH robbed and shoot security guard by Hip Hop Daily. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it, bro.
Being a famous rapper obviously comes with its perks, but it's also one of the most dangerous jobs in the world, with artists losing their lives left and right over gang beef and robberies. Because of this, many young
Bro, okay. See, what we're not gonna do is say that it's the most dangerous job, bro. They all put themselves in that situation, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could be a 6ix9ine, bro. On God, bro. If I'm a famous rapper, on God, I'm gonna be in a, well, not like snitching and stuff, but on God, bro, I'm ducked off in security, bro. I'm gonna be in a little circle, and my security gonna be surrounding me, bro, all times, bro. Ain't no
rappers
way.
choose to stay strapped in case they have any problems. But when you're walking around with tons of cash, expensive jewelry, and loaded weapons, anything can happen. POOH SHIESTY is the most recent rapper to learn that lesson the hard way.
You don't even gotta walk around like that, bro. Just have security, bro. You don't gotta do that, bro. Just have security, bro.
And he was just involved in a shooting at a Miami nightclub after he was allegedly robbed of $40,000 cash. Here's all we know about the case and what charges might come with it. POOH SHIESTY's rap career has had plenty of ups and downs. He blew up, seemingly overnight, thanks to a co-sign from Gucci Mane and a series of hit singles that have run up hundreds of millions of plays on streaming services. But he's also had to deal with several beefs, shootings, and arrests that could put his freedom and his career in jeopardy. The most recent arrest came after a Memorial Day concert where the rapper allegedly let off an accidental shot inside a Miami nightclub that happened to hit a security guard in the ankle. The shooting happened on Saturday, May
How do you accidentally shoot a gun, like, bro?
29th at Miami's King of Diamonds strip club. POOH had a performance at the club, and during the event, a rumor started going around that the rapper had been robbed. A video taken by someone standing on stage with SHIESTY during the performance showed the rapper with huge stacks of money stuffed in his pockets. His pants were pretty tight, and his
Bro, why, like, bro, y'all do it to him. Why would you do that on stage that close? Like, bro, bro, they do it to themselves, bro. They do it.
stacks were clearly too big for his pockets. So look.
Why are you carrying around cash, bro? Like, I don't understand, bro. Like, what is the point of flexing cash in 2021, bro? There's really no point, bro. You're a grown man, bro. You have a card in the bank account, bro. You don't have to flex money, bro. People know that you're rich. You're a rapper, bro. Of course, people know that you're rich, bro. Like, you don't
Look like they could fall out at any moment.
Ooh.
A video of the same performance shot by a fan in the crowd revealed that someone allegedly stole the cash from the rapper while he was performing. The man recording can be heard repeatedly saying, "They jacked POOH SHIESTY."
They don't buy his money. They done jacked POOH SHIESTY.
Yeah.
They jacked POOH SHIESTY. They took his money.
And the caption on the video says, "They took all POOH SHIESTY money. That have about $40,000 in his pockets." Another video shows SHIESTY leaving the club with a black ski mask over his face and clearly holding a gun in his hand. The rapper had nowhere to conceal the weapon, so he just held it by his waist as he ran out. Just after he passed by the camera, a gunshot can be heard, and everyone in the club starts panicking and rushing out. Rumors quickly started going around that POOH had been robbed and then shot at the club in frustration. It proved to be a pretty violent weekend in Miami, with several other shootings being reported around the same time that created confusion as to what really went down at the POOH SHIESTY concert. The rapper later posted on Instagram to dispute the rumors, saying, "False allegations. Nothing never been took from me." He didn't address the shooting.
Not gonna lie, bro. If I go back, you definitely didn't have that same money in your pocket. Not gonna lie.
But just let his fans know that the robbery allegations were fake news. Although there was plenty of video footage from the club that night, which clearly proves
yes, like
robbery allegations were fake news.
Bro.
Although
Oh, let me turn this down. It's mad loud.
there was plenty of video footage from the club that night.
Where's the stack of money in your pockets now? Definitely got it took, bro.
Clearly proves something went down. No one
That's
took to
your
social
fault,
media to
though,
take
bro.
credit
You
for the
put yourself
robbery.
in that
But
position.
fans had no reason to believe that SHIESTY was lying. When a rapper gets his chain snatched or robbed for a large amount of cash, it's pretty common for the goons responsible to go on the internet and take credit for the lick, especially when the target claims to be about that life, like POOH SHIESTY does. But since no one came forward, it was SHIESTY's story against the people in the club. But on June 8th, POOH SHIESTY would be arrested for the shooting and was forced to testify in court that he had been robbed, which is what caused him to pull his gun out in the first place.
Police say 22-year-old Montrell Williams, who goes by that stage name POOH SHIESTY, was performing at King of Diamonds last month when someone knocked money out of his pocket. A crowd jumped in trying to collect the cash when Williams reportedly brandished a gun and shot the guard in the ankle.
Charges had been filed against the rapper a few days earlier, and he turned himself in to police on the 8th. He's now being held in a Miami jail on charges of aggravated battery with a firearm. According to the warrant that was issued for his arrest, POOH was leaving the club around 4 a.m. after his performance, and a fan bumped into him, knocking the money out of his pockets. The crowd then jumped on the cash and snatched it up as quickly as they could. POOH got back up on stage to get a better look at who had taken his money, but it was too late at that point. A security guard said that he noticed Shiesty had a gun tucked into his waistband and warned the rapper not to pull it out. As they were escorting him out of the club after the money was stolen, the rapper ignored the security guard and pulled the gun out as he was leaving.
You do it to yourself, bro. You literally do it to yourself, bro. Like, it's so many things wrong with this story. One, why did you have you don't need to have a gun on you, bro. You have security there with you, so you don't need a gun, bro. That's one. Two, why do you have loads of money in your pocket just hanging out? Like, I can understand if you had it in like a backpack or something, but you literally just have it in your pocket and you that close to this. That's two. Three, like, how do you? So many stuff.
This was captured on video, and when Shiesty walks out the camera view, a single shot was let off. The bullet hit a security guard in the ankle, who saw the rapper cocking the gun and chose to dive out the way to avoid being shot in the chest. The rapper then allegedly passed the gun off to someone else in his entourage, and the whole crew dipped before the police could arrive to the scene. So, Shiesty didn't exactly lie on his Instagram, but he didn't tell the whole truth either. It was like someone stuck a gun in his face and actually took the money from him. But he did take a pretty expensive L by walking through the crowd with stacks of cash spilling out of his pants. Even though the shooting was fairly minor, Shiesty could be looking at doing some serious time for this charge. An Instagram account called Lawyer for Workers, which is run by an NYC employment attorney who often gives information on high-profile cases involving rappers, broke down the potential charges Shiesty is facing. He explained that if convicted of the crime, Shiesty faces a mandatory minimum of 20 years in prison.
Ain't that crazy, bro? And you could have avoided all of that, bro. You're just being dumb, bro. Like, oh my God, bro. Like, bro. I just don't understand, bro. I really don't, bro. Why can't, like...
In Florida called a 1020 life law. If a firearm is used during the case of aggravated battery, then that possession of a firearm triggers an automatic mandatory sentence. Just pulling out a gun can result in a 10-year minimum sentence, and if you fire that gun, it's bumped up to 20 years. If someone is seriously hurt or killed, the minimum is bumped up from 25 to life. So because Shiesty fired the gun, he'll face a minimum of 20 years if convicted, and potentially even more time if prosecutors can prove that he intended to shoot the victim. This may be hard to prove because Shiesty doesn't have much of a motive to shoot the security guard. Although, the victim did tell prosecutors that the rapper had aimed at his chest and he was only hitting the ankle because he tried to dive out of the way. His lawyers will likely try to argue that it was a negligent discharge or it was self-defense because someone else may have pulled a gun. Florida does also have the stand your ground law, so if Shiesty can prove he was somehow threatened, it may help his case. The following day, the rapper was granted a $10,000 bond.
Yes, Judge. This is an aggravated battery. He's entitled to a bond. The standard bond is $10,000, and that's what I'm setting.
However, he wasn't immediately released because he's still out on a different bond, awaiting trial for another shooting in Florida that he was involved in. Back in October 2020, Shiesty was arrested in connection with a shooting that took place in Bay Harbor Islands, Florida, and was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and armed battery.
The victim's telling police 20-year-old POOH Shiesty was behind the wheel of the McLaren, and he was armed with an assault rifle.
The shooting happened after an alleged drug deal or sneaker sale gone wrong. Shiesty and his crew went to meet up with another group to engage in some sort of business transaction. Something went left during the meetup, and guns were pulled, leaving the...
Once again, bro, why are you there, bro? Have your management, security, or something go do that for you, bro. Bro, I just don't understand, bro. I really don't, bro.
Two men they had met up with shot in the parking lot. The whole thing was captured on surveillance cameras, and the victims reported the incident to police after driving themselves to the hospital. But when the police questioned them, their stories didn't add up. One victim said that they were there to get payment for a green McLaren that Shiesty was driving, as well as some weed. The other said that they were there to sell him some high-end sneakers. So what exactly went down in that shooting is hard to tell, but Shiesty was still arrested and released on a $30,000 bond. Check out our video on the criminal history of POOH Shiesty for more info on this charge. But if he wants to be released from prison for this new case, the rapper will have to go before the judge who issued him the bond from the Bay Harbor Island shooting.
What is this Ninja Turtle thing he got on his back? What is that, bro?
She has the power to revoke their original bond and keep him in prison while he awaits trial.
Bro, what is he wearing,
POOH Shiesty
bro?
hired Bradford Cohen, the celebrity attorney who has represented everyone from YNW Melly to DMX. He has a pretty good track record of helping rappers beat cases and was even the person responsible for securing a pardon for Kodak Black and Lil Wayne from ex-President Donald Trump. So if there's anyone who can help POOH Shiesty beat this case, it's him. Although the charges look pretty severe, the fact that the judge only gave him a $10,000 bond is a pretty good sign for Shiesty. If they really wanted him locked up for good, they would have hit him with an amount that he wouldn't be able to afford. But with the money that POOH Shiesty's making, he could post 10 racks easily. The big question is whether the judge will consider him a danger to the community for being involved in another shooting while already out on bail, or decide to look past it. Even though Shiesty's potentially facing a lot of time, with a good team of lawyers, he can likely plead it down. No one was seriously injured, and the shooting was likely accidental. As of right now, Shiesty's not a convicted felon, so he's allowed to possess a gun for self-defense purposes. But these cases could change that. So on Back in Blood, when Shiesty rapped, "I got my own fire, don't need security in the club," he really meant it. But it may be time for the rapper to stop living the life he portrays in his music, otherwise it could seriously hurt his career. Hopefully, Shiesty beats this case and decides to focus on his music rather than trying to maintain his street image. But part of his popularity is based off his wild actions, so it may be hard for POOH to turn his back on what made him famous in the first place. Somehow, POOH Shiesty wasn't the only rapper to catch a case in Miami. That same weekend, a rapper affiliated with DaBaby was also arrested and booked on attempted murder charges. The shooting took place on Monday outside of Prime 112 Steakhouse on Ocean Drive in downtown Miami, leaving 2 people wounded. Both DaBaby and his artist Wisdom were detained and questioned in regards to the shooting. However, DaBaby would eventually be released without any charges being filed, but Wisdom will be charged with attempted murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Bro, you are a grown man and you got these. But no cap, like the worst thing you can get charged with is attempted murder, bro. You tried to kill someone and you failed and they still alive and you gonna get locked up. Now that is tough.
21-year-old Wisdom Awute of Charlotte, North Carolina, was also arrested, charged with attempted first-degree murder and aggravated assault with a firearm.
Police claim that Wisdom and a group of other men he was with got into an argument with the victims and a shootout went down. The rapper fired at least one shot, which hit the target in the leg as he tried to make a run for it. Another man, named Christopher Urena, was also arrested for allegedly shooting one of the victims in the back. The victim shot by Urena is in critical condition and is now paralyzed. According to police reports, after the argument broke out between the two groups, Urena got into a 300 Chrysler that didn't belong to him because it was blocking the valet. Urena claims that while he was trying to move the vehicle, he was approached by men with guns. He says that they started firing at him as he drove away. Urena was later stopped by police, who asked for his ID. When he went to get his ID out of a black satchel, police noticed it also contained a gun magazine and detained him for questioning. Police also detained several men in a Cadillac Escalade at a traffic stop on MacArthur Causeway. They were all brought in for questioning, and one of them admitted to seeing Urena shoot one of the victims in the back. 2 other men present on the scene said that they were trying to get into their car, which was parked outside the steakhouse, when they got into an argument with DaBaby's crew. It got kinda wild, and they punched one of DaBaby's guys in the face. As they turned to run away, one of the dudes in the crew chased him down and shot him in the leg as payback. The friend of the victim later identified Wisdom as the shooter. Both men are being held without bond at Miami-Dade County Jail. In addition to the attempted murder and aggravated assault charge, Urena is also facing an additional charge of 3rd-degree grand theft for stealing the Chrysler, as well as firearm possession by a convicted felon. The lawyers for Wisdom and Urena claim that they fired in self-defense, as the victims did fire back at them. But prosecutors insist that it was Wisdom and his entourage who initiated the shooting. Based on the fact they're being held without bond, this will be a much
what is this Ninja Turtle thing they have them wearing in these videos, bro?
harder case to beat than the one POOH Shiesty's facing.
I believe there's probable cause for the charge of attempted first-degree murder based on a probable cause standard, based on what's written in this arrest affidavit. And so I gotta hold you no bond.
First of all, Wisdom is still an up-and-coming artist without the clout and industry connections that POOH Shiesty has, which means he probably can't afford an expensive team of lawyers. There were several witnesses, as well as security camera footage to tie them to the scene and prove intent. Plus,
yeah, you're not beating that, bro. Security camera footage.
Victims were seriously injured, including one who's now paralyzed. It's not clear whether Urena has ties to DaBaby, but hopefully, the rapper can hook the artist up with a quality legal team to help fight this case. No doubt it was a pretty wild weekend in the streets of Miami. When you have multiple shootings involving famous rappers, you never know what could happen. Hopefully, more information on both of these cases will be revealed soon. If you thought this video was crazy, be sure to check out our channel for more. From rappers that caught a gun charge to rap's biggest police raids, we cover the most insane stories that you need to hear. Also, be sure to subscribe to our second channel if you're gang. Well, that's all for today. Please smash that like button.
You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the end of this video, bro. WVid, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We close to 200 subscribers, so if you could just do me a favor and just subscribe, I would really appreciate it. But yeah, that's the end of this video, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm out.